Welcome to Togo. Right now I am in Togo and this is Lomé, the capital city of Togo. And the official language here is French. And this country is a country that is between Ghana and Benin. And it has a population of around 10 million, almost 10 million. And it's a very beautiful country, as you can see right here. Togo has one of the big ports here in West Africa, and they import and export so many things from the port, which gives the country a lot of money. This country also has one of the popular religions here in this part of the world called voodoo, and right here in Lomé they have one of the biggest fetish markets, and I'll be showing you guys this place. And this place right here is the Independence Monument, and it's one of the major landmarks here in Togo. And you can see it's a very beautiful country and very clean right here. This is Togo, small on the map but heavy in culture. From the moment I entered Lomé, I could feel the difference. The language shifts, the energy changes, the streets feels different, more local, less global. And that's not a bad thing. It feels real. One thing that stood out immediately when I arrived in Togo, I couldn't see McDonald's, KFC. I couldn't see the usual Western fast food chains that dominate many cities in other countries. Togo feels less commercialized, more independent, more grounded in its own identity. Togo is one of the narrowest countries in Africa, stretching from the Gulf of Guinea up to Burkina Faso. A thin strip of land but packed with history. This country was once part of the German Togoland, later administered by France, and today you still feel that French influence in the language and everyday life. But beyond colonial history, there is something deeper here. Togo is widely recognized as one of the spiritual centers of voodoo, what many people call voodoo, a religion that began here in West Africa. I visited the famous fetish market in Lomé. They call it Akodessawa. It's intense, cultural, raw, not a performance, but a belief system that still lives today. Whether you agree with it or not, you can't ignore it. And then the food. I tried Togolese akome. It's simple, traditional, and authentic. And of course, jollof. Jollof is always part of the West African conversation. So let me show you what $31 gets you here in Lomé, the capital city of Togo. First of all, you have this beautiful view right here. And then this is the kitchen right here. And then this is the beautiful room. And right here, you have the toilet. So let me know in the comments, would you pay $31 for this? As an African traveling within Africa, I'm realizing something. Every country has its own rhythm. And this is Togo. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.